Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now today's video is a model review and it is of the Jet 2 Boeing 737-800 by Gemini Jets. Now this model does have a number of faults, I will say that. When I picked it up, I did buy it off eBay for about £33. It was not amazing, I'll just give you that. Now if you're wondering why I'm not doing the British Airways A319 review first, you might be wondering where that is. Basically, the condition of it, hold on, I'll go get it. Here is the A319, as you can see. I've had to glue the wheels on. The wings are kind of coming off, you can see, and there's no front wheels. There's also a bit of damage up here. It's just not really worth reviewing, but I will give you a little showcase of it. This is what it looks like, you can see up close, all the little details of it, and then, let's move the Jet 2 out of the way. You can see, yeah, there's a bit of damage on the wings. They do both come off, I think, well, this one does. But I do want to replace this model because it's not good at all. But the main focus of the video is this model. It is just not good, I'll say that. But let's just get to the box first. And here's the box up close. It is just your bog standard Gemini Jets box. This is like a newer box, as you can see. I think it was in 2019, 2020, they kind of redid their boxes. They do look a lot better than before, but it's still pretty basic. They're all pretty much the exact same. Now, because I've gone over this box a million times, I'm not going to go over these boxes in too much detail from now on because there's just no point. But yeah, there's the clip art of the aircraft. You got Jet 2 logos, what the aircraft is, Gemini Jets logo. Here's the information tab. I'm going to read that. There you go. You can see some of the specifications about this aircraft. This aircraft first flew back in June 2003, which is pretty cool. And there is some little things about the aircraft there. As you can see, the sides are pretty much just the same as what they are before. A little warning, and then you've got a little recycle sign, little web pages and all that. It's just really a bog standard box. It's nothing really too much. But yeah, the box is pretty much the only good thing about this model. I'm not even gonna lie, that doesn't really make sense. But this is the actual disaster of the whole thing, is the model itself. It is just a recipe for disaster, as you can see. But let's just go properly into detail. I do apologize if my phone flashlight is like kind of glaring on the model, but this is probably as close up as you'll get without the thing focusing. So if I try and make it closer, you can see it just goes all blurred. But starting off, we already immediately have the problem. It is the nose section. Yeah, you can see that does not look like a 737 at all. It looks way too steep of an angle. The cockpit windows do not look a bit right. Yeah, you can kind of see it just really doesn't. The cockpit windows also at an angle, which is not very good. It's just the whole nose area needs to be fixed. Honestly, the details, apart from the cockpit windows, the other details on the nose area are pretty decent. You got the nose cone area, Jet 2 Rome, and then I can't quite remember what this is. I think this is like the height of the cabin or something, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much about it for the nose. You can see the nose gear as well. It could be a little bit more improved. But other than that, the nose area is pretty decent. You then have got the Jet 2 tiles, which are pretty bang on. They look really nice. L1 door, got an antenna there. I think I actually bought this model with a missing antenna, which is a bit annoying because I did not know about that at the time. But yeah, got an antenna. And moving on to this is probably the worst part of the model around here. We also have the engines, which are a little bit incorrect as well. Honestly, the actual mold of the engines look decent. Just the way they've been put on is not amazing. With the emergency exits here, the emergency exit slide indications, then we've got the walkway area on the wings, the the fuel dumping system. We also got the flaps and spoilers details in the leading edge of the wings. The overly sized winglets, in my opinion. And then here is probably the worst part of this model, is the wing flex. So I don't know if you guys can really make out this properly, but this is not to an acceptable standard. The wings are way too flexed up. It just, even on takeoff, they don't flex that much. It's just, and plus you can see the gear, the right gear is literally taller than the left gear. When I actually first got it, it was sitting like this. It was appalling, but I did but I did take the gears off and re-glue them just so they're a little bit better. That's the best I could get. But yeah, they got the gears a little bit incorrect, I think, because one is taller than the other. I literally cannot help that. But yeah, the plane was literally sat at an angle. It doesn't look as bad now, but it's just appalling. They've had this problem for a number of years and they still refuse to fix it. So Gemini Jets, if you're watching this, please fix your 737 molds, because I know other people have been complaining about it as well. Apart from the wings, I think the whole details as well, again, it's like the die-cast is alright. Well, not die-cast, but the titles, what is it called? Detailed printed graphics, they quote-unquote say. That's probably the only decent part. You see friendly low fares. The registration was Golf Delta. What does that say? Foxtrot Romeo. We then have another door here, which I think looks okay. Maybe a little bit too small. We got the tail area, which is probably the best bit of it. You know, the actual tail fin. And then here we have the stabilisers. Now these are, you can see, plastic, and they are just so cheap. You think that like the MSRP is probably about £45, and it's just ridiculous. That these are so expensive. It's like the 737s are way overpriced in my opinion, and these should be about £30 at most. But it doesn't look right. If we turn over to the underside of the aircraft, the underside could be a little bit better, I guess. You can see the Gemini Jets logo there. I don't know, there you go. My fingers look horrible, I'm sorry. But yeah, the gears do roll as well. You got the geared doors, and they don't look too bad actually, because they always mess that up. I remember I had a in my old collection, a Delta CRJ 9, not CRJ 900, CRJ 700, and the gears were horrible on that. You can see the stand hole. There's a close up of the nose gear, and I don't know what that is, I can't remember. It doesn't have a Wi-Fi box, I don't think, unless it's been printed on, probably. But yeah, both antennas are missing, which is pretty funny. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for this model. I know it wasn't very in detail. It's just I don't think this model really deserves an in detail review. The next video will be a 4 model unboxing, which is going to be my largest unboxing yet, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. I don't really want to speak any more about this model, it just really doesn't deserve it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as well as turn on notifications. And I'll see you next time.